Our family decided one year, instead of a normal Christmas, we were going to go on a cruise ship, because what best way to celebrate the birth of Christ than with unlimited buffet? And so the first night of the cruise, we're at dinner, and my mother-in-law says to us, hey, after dinner, remind me, I got to bring my friend's mom by our room. And we all laughed, going, we didn't know you knew anybody else on this boat. And she said, oh no, I have my friend's mother's ashes in my purse. That's the correct response. By the way, she doesn't even know her name. We said, who is this woman? She's like, it's my friend's mom. I said, what's her name? She's like, I didn't get her name. We said, what are you talking about? She's like, well, I was at my friend's house, and, we were talking about we were going to San Diego. And she goes, my mother loved San Diego. And without skipping a beat, she goes to the mantle, brings down the urn, and starts scooping a little bit of her mom, just a little, into a little travel bottle. And she gives it to my mother-in-law and says, will you take my mother to San Diego? My mom loved to travel, and we just thought we're going to send her everywhere she always wanted to go now that she's gone. And my mother-in-law doesn't know how to say no to people. But she was trying to think of any reason. She's like, we're traveling. I don't know if that's allowed. I don't know if I can bring your mother on the plane. And she said, don't worry about it. She grabs a Sharpie and writes dry shampoo on it and gives it to my mother-in-law. Back on the boat. We're about to leave San Diego. We're headed to Mexico. We don't know what to do. We have to get her off this boat somehow. My father-in-law and my brother-in-law are engineers. Have you met an engineer? Not always thinking about emotions, right? There is a problem, we're going to solve the problem. So they start brainstorming. What if we just pour her off the boat when we're going? I say, you can't do that. It's windy. She's going to blow on the Lido deck, possess a 5-year-old. We can't have this, right? But the kids are like, what if we accidentally drop her? We're like, we can't drop her in the bottle, number one. That's littering. Number two, she'll be trapped in there like a genie. We can't do this. My brother's kid goes, I have an idea. In the movie Finding Nemo, when Nemo needed to get out to the ocean, he went through the plumbing. And we went, kids, you can't do this. And then my father-in-law, the engineer, goes, hey, interesting fact, I was talking to the guy who runs the place. He said that once you get 4 miles out, it's open water. I mean, it's like in and out, everything goes through. It'd be a quick trip. My brother-in-law, the other engineer, goes, oh, what if we made a vessel to protect her? We could make a vessel to carry her on her journey. And then he goes, butter. Oh, butter doesn't mix with water. We could make a ball of butter. We could place her in the butter. We could send her out, and then she'll be released like a Tylenol gel capsule to her final destination. 3 margaritas later, we're all convinced this is the only way to honor this woman's memory. So now my children are running through the buffet, robbing them blind of butter. We make the ball. We place her inside. We go back to my mother-in-law's room, and I gently set her in the water. And we stood around as a family. We had a genuine moment of reflective silence. My brother-in-law was about to hit the flusher, and I said, wait! And I closed the lid. Because I didn't know she wanted an open casket. And he pushed the button, and out she went. And in the silence, one of the kids goes, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. So my mother-in-law makes the call the next day and lets her friend know that we have dropped her mom off. We had to recalculate the route, but she's there. And her response was, what an adventure. Dory would have loved that. The woman's name was Dory!